love and joy arise from the mind. If not from the mind, then from where? People's idea about love is a mind-generated fabrication, okay? I think that most often their idea of love is more towards passion, okay? One, in realization, goes into a different type of love. It's not a passionate love. It's a more settled, a quiet. It's not an embracing, engulfing type of love. Okay? It doesn't need other to exist. Okay? So it's different. It's hard to explain it to those that see love as having to have a projection of other within it. Okay? Joy, there's joy in realization, but it's not the joy of the world. The joy of the world comes because it's in response to something that happens externally. Okay? This does not need something that happens externally for it to exist. It simply is. It's a quiet joy. It's a quiet love. Not based upon an external event. Has nothing to do with any of the externals that are taking place. So it's difficult to try to explain this to people because they're in their mind, in the conditioned mind, and they're looking at it through the intellect and through their experiences, but the experiences there are different from the experiences that happen here when it comes to love and joy.
Yeah, and with love, I mean, it's always present, and it doesn't belong to anyone, and there's no name for it. It just is. And that's true of compassion. I mean, all the, it's not something that needs to be cultivated or thought about or anything. It's just here, it is. And, with most, like in mundane consciousness or duality, it does come from a thinking process or attachment. And what it really is it's just pure love, but it's become condensed within attaching and grasping and things. And so it just makes it really more unstable, and also, it's just such a different, and again, it can't be expressed. It's not like a gushy or anything. It is, and it's very gentle. It's very, it's just there when silence is revealed, and it never, but it's not the love that was there that you thought it was. I mean, it can't be thought about, so it's not like a love that you, it's just one of those things with words that cannot even express it. So, but it moves. I mean, love and compassion move in relation to what's needed at the time. It just flows, and it's there, and always has been. And believe me, it's much, it's just so much more settled than any, the love of passion or being in love, these kinds of things. That's a roller coaster ride. But this isn't. This is settled and still, and it just is. And so even to say the word love, people have so much that just is so
Baggage.
loaded.
Yeah, so much
It's
baggage around it.
And really, to even say it, it's not what it is. It's not, just like anything, the word isn't it. And so, and it's not a feeling either. I mean, it is. I mean, it's inherent within the universal self, within the self. Is true compassion, pure compassion. It doesn't have anything to do with the body or my thing that I've cultivated and opened up, or all these things that people get into. And it's not about being loving, it's not about loving someone else. It's there, it is. So, and it's sweet, it's just a sweet, gentle movement within stillness.
It's so simple, okay? People want to make love so complex, You have to love the world, you have to love your neighbor, you have to love this, you have to love that, It's not something that needs to be projected. It just simply is, okay? It's not something that one has to find somebody else to love you, to make you whole, okay? Find that love that's within, and you'll find that whole is already there, rather than the H-O-L-E, it's W-H-O-L-E, okay? You don't need another. So let's find that love that's prior to division.